video day, guys. So for today's video, we've got another brand new release, but guess what? This time, it's not foundation. I know, it's been foundation over foundation. We've talked about this. There's so many foundations. But when I saw this was a new release, I said, you know what, let's change this up. Let's do something different. And I was pretty excited because it's from a brand that's actually been showing me that they know what they're doing when it comes to makeup, and that is Fenty Beauty. This is their new MVP eyebrow pencil. So I was super excited to pick it up because when I saw the pictures of it, of like the teasing of what it's gonna look like, it was reminding me of another brow pencil that I have sitting right over here, that I have like 3 more backups of. And it's this one right here, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This is all I use on my brows. So when I saw that this guy looks super similar to this one, I was so excited to pick it up. I wanted to try something different. It's always good to have a backup plan in case for some reason you can't get your favorite brow pencil like the Anastasia one is to me. So for this video, I am gonna do this a little different. I'm gonna be testing both of these products up against each other. And the only reason I'm doing this is not to see which one is the better brow pencil, but to see if they are comparable to each other, so that if you guys for some reason can't get your Brow Wiz, you can, you know, get your Fenty one instead. And who knows, the backup plan might even be better than the original plan. So that is what we're hoping for today. So what I'm gonna do in this video is I'm gonna be trying out both of these, one on one brow, one on the other brow, wearing them both the entire day, and then coming back to you at night. At the end of the video is whether the Fenty one was able to compare to my favorite Anastasia Brow Wiz. So that's what this video is all gonna be about. So if you guys are interested in seeing if the MVP is really the MVP, let's get right into it right now. So before we jump into everything brows, I just wanted to quickly introduce myself to you. I'm Christina Brooke, and this is the Glam Ranch, and what I do is talk about makeup from my little ranch. So I would totally invite you guys, if you guys are interested, in hitting the subscribe button so you can be part of the Glam Ranch family, and you'll see me again when I post my next video. So first thing is, let's talk about the packaging. What do you get? So when you do get it, it does come in the typical Fenty carton. I've told you guys before that I really love the Fenty packaging. There's something so beautiful about this like peachy off-white color going into the black. It's such a beautiful color. So it does say Fenty by Rihanna on the front, and then once you open it up, you do get the brow product. Now, I actually think the color is actually pretty interesting. I like that it is a white brow pencil, because I do see a lot of brow pencils typically are in a darker shade. I like that it's white. It does stand on its own. It says Fenty across the front. It's very pretty. On one side, you do get the brow product. So, and then on the other side, you do get what they're calling their paddle brush. When I first looked at this product, I thought the special thing to this must be that paddle brush, because it's not typical to see this type of paddle brush on an eyebrow pencil, and I really thought it was. But as I've been doing a lot more research on the website and trying to see more information, they just say that the paddle brush helps to style and blend the brows. Nothing that's super different from what I've read for a spoolie, and I honestly thought that it was like something special. Like, I thought it was gonna do something super special. I don't know, what did I think it was gonna do? Paint my brows for me? I don't know, but I just thought, oh, look, it's a brush, maybe it does something different. But I think it's just basically the same as a spoolie. It's going to comb through the brow and also distribute the product that you already put in to kind of make your brows blend into each other and not look like you have a bunch of lines going everywhere. So some of the points that they are saying that are so special about this brow pencil is ultra fine, which is really good when you're trying to make hair-like strokes and not make it look too thick. So ultra fine is a great thing. It's also a retractable brow pencil. It's coming in 14 different shades, which is a very large shade range. It is long wear, waterproof, smudge resistant. Those are like the main things. So they are also saying that it's not too creamy, it's not too dry, but it's just right to give you that perfect brow. That this triangular shape that they made the brow pencil in helps to make it easier to hold, so that it's easier for you to shape your brows. And that's actually pretty true, and I never really thought of that, but that's smart, because when you're holding this one, it really does feel easier to hold than a round product does. This triangle is easier to hold. Smart. So one of the things that I did read that I was like, okay, I get that, is the reason that this product is called the MVP is because Rihanna believes that your brows are the MVP of your face. And I think that is very, very true. It's such a difference when you see yourself with and without brows, and they really are the MVPs. Another thing that people may not notice, and this is one of the first things that I noticed, is if you guys can see there's a darkness here on the top that is not here on the bottom, is to tell you that this is the side that has the actual eyebrow pencil, and this is the side that has the spoolie. I think that's smart. I mean, on the Anastasia one, they both look the same, and how many times, because you know I'm not the only one that does this, do we open and close and go, ugh, because you're opening the wrong side and that's the spoolie side and you need the pencil side and then you're throwing the things everywhere, and I can't be alone in that. Team at Fenty is very smart, and they actually think of even the way a packaging can be used, and that's so smart. So this brow product is going to cost you $20 US, and like I said, it came in 14 different shades. She wanted to make sure that from strawberry blondes all the way up to the darkest of hair color, we're able to find a color that can match them really well. This is 20 and this is 21. So they went and they put it $1 less. So thinking of everything together, I honestly think the name of the product, I think the way that this product was designed, I think everything about it is very smart and really unique and cool. But now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the application. I'm gonna show you guys how both of these two products apply so you guys can decide what you guys think. If you guys think they look like they're applying the same, I also will give you guys my thoughts. But let's go ahead and let's get right into the application. This is what we're gonna do for this video. On this side, we're gonna be using my Anastasia Brow Wiz, tried and true. And on this side, we're gonna use the brand new Fenty Brow MVP on this side. I'm gonna put, this is actually gonna be pretty funny because I actually have a dinner tonight and everything, and I'm gonna be wearing 2 different brow products. Hopefully they look similar, otherwise I'm gonna look crazy. So I'm gonna just swatch for you guys what the Brow Wiz from Anastasia looks like. I'm just gonna make like a little tree there. And that's the color of the Brow Wiz from Anastasia, and the color I buy in Anastasia is dark brown. For the Fenty Beauty one, I actually purchased black brown because I saw that dark brown wasn't dark enough. So yeah, I think that black brown, this one right here that I swatched right here, this one is the Fenty Beauty one and this is the Anastasia one. This color is very similar. So if you guys are dark brown in Anastasia, you would be black brown in Fenty. Not dark brown in Fenty, because the dark brown in Fenty was too light. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is use the Fenty one. So let's go ahead and jump into Fenty. So I don't know how I'm gonna like this. The spoolie that came with this one is kind of funky, huh? It's different. I don't know if I'm gonna like this, but we'll see. Ooh, well that was pleasantly surprising.
You like it, Mommy?
Yeah, actually I don't mind it. I don't know how I'm gonna like it once I paint the brow in. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this brow. The color is pretty good. I don't paint my brows like super painted. I just kind of fill them in. So I don't know if you guys do your eyebrows like me, but I don't like to make them look too painted on. So I'm definitely just going to use this as a filler product and then add a little bit to the front. So this little back thing, spoolie, is a lot more powerful. It actually hurts if you do it too hard like I just did. I actually kind of like this so far. It actually feels very similar to the Anastasia one. It doesn't feel as thin as the Anastasia one when you're putting it on, but it has a very similar texture to it. To me, it's very easy to work with so far. I love the color that it gives me. And it's not one of those brow products that's too much brow. If you guys know what I'm talking about, sometimes when you paint with these brow products, they really give you too much fake brow look. This is actually a pretty decent one. I like it so far. So that's how we're gonna do it today. I'm not gonna go too crazy with the brow. I think that did a very, very good job. There's something that looks a little bit like light brown in the monitor, but I don't see that in person. What's going on there? We've got Fenty and we've got Anastasia. I think that they look very, very similar, to be honest. The color is extremely similar. The application is similar. I'm just more used to the application of the Anastasia one. But either one worked really, really well. I feel like the Anastasia one has a thinner tip. This one's a little thicker. Their formulas are very similar. I feel like the Anastasia one is a little bit stiffer. This one comes off a little bit easier than the Anastasia one. The Anastasia one, you actually have to press a little harder. That was my experience right now. But I think both brows look very similar, and I think these colors are very comparable to each other. Let's see how these brows both wear compared to each other. I'll be wearing them the entire night. One thing I can tell you is I'm super excited that they look very similar. similar. They don't look like different kind of brow products that I have on my eyes. I actually look like I use the same brow pencil on both eyes. So I was really hoping it wouldn't be too noticeable because I do actually have a dinner to go to tonight. I really have high hopes for the Fenty one. I have my fingers crossed that it wears good because I will tell you the application was really, really nice. I'm not a huge fan of the spoolie part of this one yet. I mean, I do think you can get used to it. I do think it's a little scratchy. Like, it's a lot more scratchy than I thought it was going to be. Like, I feel like the spoolie is actually a little bit more gentle. But, you know, it's just a learning curve, but it's a little scratchy. So before I go ahead and start this whole wear test, I just wanted to tell you guys, I do think that these products apply very similar. Like I said, I believe that the Brow Wiz, you have to press a little bit harder than you have to with the Fenty one. I have been using the Brow Wiz for many moons, so I'm very used to the Brow Wiz. So, you know, obviously a brand new product, I'm gonna feel like it's a little bit different than this one, but for the most part, I will tell you, for being a product I have never used before, it wasn't like, oh my god, this is so different. It had a very similar feel to the Brow Wiz, so that's actually really good for me. I think that's great. Now what we're gonna have to see is the staying power, because as of right now, I'll tell you they're very similar. Like, they look very similar. I feel like the brush strokes that I was able to create with both of them were really similar. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll wear them the entire day, and then at the end of the night, I'll let you guys know what I'm thinking. Hey guys, so this is the final update of the night, and I honestly almost forgot to film this, but I just remembered. So I ran over to the studio and I did a quick zoom in so you guys can see both sides of my eyebrows before I wash off my face. But yeah, so I definitely want to tell you guys a few things. The first thing is that I think that the Fenty MVP was great. I think it lasted amazing. I think both of my eyebrows look identical. So like right now it's 11 o'clock at night, so I had this on super long. My ABH side looks great. The Fenty side looks great. It didn't smudge, it didn't smear. It looks exactly like the ABH side, so I would definitely tell you guys, if you guys are looking for a replacement, or if you just want to have like a backup plan, the Fenty one is great. The only thing is the spoolie is not my favorite. I definitely prefer the ABH spoolie as of right now. This is my first impression. It's the first time I've ever used it, so that could change with time. Maybe I'll start to like it better. I do think it is a little bit tough when you're kind of like putting it through your brows. It actually, you kind of like feel it a little bit more scratchy. Scratchy is the word. So that's just what I noticed. I think the spoolie on the ABH one is a little bit less scratchy, but of course, like I said, first time ever using it, I'm gonna have to use it multiple more times before I give like a final thought on that. So I definitely like the spoolie better on the ABH one. I'm also very used to it. That's the only difference between these two brow pencils, to be honest. And I do think that the Fenty one does have an easier hold, an easier grip to it because of the shape. It's more like a triangle. But for the most part, they're both really great brow pencils. I definitely like both of them a lot. I think that the MVP from Fenty looks like it's going to be a really good brow pencil, so I'm super excited about that. There's also 14 shades in it, so if you guys couldn't find your shade maybe in the ABH one, maybe you could find it in the Fenty one, and it's really good too. So yeah, I'm super excited. I actually really like this brow pencil a lot. I'm super excited to report that to you guys, and I hope you guys like this first impression. Of course, I'm going to be using this product so many more times, and then I will be giving you guys a review follow-up and tell you guys what I'm thinking after using the product for a longer period of time. But as of right now, ABH versus Fenty, I definitely think they're very similar, and it's just going to be the spoolie. I think that's probably going to make the difference for you guys. If you guys like the spoolie, or if you guys don't mind having the brush, I think that's probably going to make maybe the difference between these two for somebody or not, because definitely the formula feels very similar and it lasts the same to me. So anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope it was very helpful to you guys. If it was, don't forget to give me those thumbs up, leave me comments below, and I'm gonna let the video go right here because I want to go to sleep. I want to wash my face and go to bed. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.